It's right around 5:30 p.m. on Monday, April 8th, 2024, and we just had a total solar eclipse here in Massachusetts, where we were actually in the path of totality. Boston, I think, was at the 93% totality marker, so it wasn't 100% totality, but Boston was pretty close to the line of near total obliteration of the sun by the moon. I was looking forward to watching this eclipse and had made preparations last night to clean this place up a bit and have it neat and ready to go so that I could run out of here this afternoon and just find a good spot to watch the eclipse. Well, as I keep reporting in many videos and emails to the Greenville group and voicemails as well, there's constant smoke and fumes of marijuana, cigars, and something that smells like burning rubber coming from behind that wall right there. And I do not smoke or drink at all. Never have, except for my 21st birthday. I got completely obliterated, but I think that's okay. Most people do that on their 21st birthdays. But I get really, really sick from chemical substances, including alcohol and marijuana. And when someone is constantly smoking marijuana somewhere in the vicinity of the area behind this wall right there, and the smoke and fumes do not come from the hallway, which is why I go out into the hallway to get fresh air, that stuff affects my health. And I frequently have illness symptoms that are like unexplainable. Like today, I was so unwell. I was literally sleeping all day long as if I have the flu. I don't have the flu, but I was up part of the night getting ready to watch the eclipse and suddenly started feeling really fatigued at 7 a.m. and literally passed out until 4:15 p.m. I had been smoking, literally smoking, whatever this nut job who keeps propagating smoke and fumes from behind this wall right here, whatever it is that nut job propagates or smokes. I don't even know if they're smoking it themselves. Maybe they have it in like a burner or some kind of a like a vaping system or something. I have to smoke it as well. I have my air conditioner going right now, but I can't keep the door to the hallway open, and that window is stuck. However, I should never have to keep all the doors and windows open 24/7 to ventilate my living space so I don't get sick from breathing the fumes that are coming from what Greenville keeps telling me is a vacant, empty apartment. There's somebody smoking in there all the time, and it's not coming from downstairs because, as I keep reporting in videos, Mr. Elisayev swore under oath in court last Wednesday that the unit directly below this one is currently being renovated and is vacant and empty. So now Greenville can't make excuses for the psychopath who keeps smoking behind this wall and claiming that it's actually coming from Unit 76 below, because it's not. There's also a ton of really dense construction materials, insulation, giant beams in the floor that there isn't in the two pieces of drywall separating my kitchen sink from the bathroom behind this one. So when they claim that the smoke and fumes are coming from below, that is not likely at all. I keep getting these nasty comments from people on YouTube who say that smoke can't go through walls. Well, if it can't go through walls, then it definitely can't go through floors, because these floors are really thick. They have a ton of heavy construction beams, insulation, flooring, plywood. There's a lot of actual like physical insulation, like fiberglass, as I saw one time when I went into the unit below and they were fixing the ceiling. So they claim that the smoke is coming from below. No, it's not. But if it can come from below, then it could certainly go through two pieces of drywall with holes in them and no insulation and fill my entire living space very rapidly. And that's what's been happening. And I keep reporting it. It affects my health. I slept right through the solar eclipse because I suddenly started feeling sick at 7 a.m. and it had nothing to do with anything that I ate. I had a packet of noodles, basically. Noodles don't make me sick. It was instant noodles, so it's not like they were bad or anything. So no, I mean, the smoke and fumes are constantly filling this living space and my bathroom from Unit 78, from the vacant premises of Unit 78 that recently and most, formerly housed a known psychopath, a sex offender, a psychotic stalker, and a cyber criminal named Jasmine Arizari, who, according to Mr. Elisayev, continues to be housed in this building, then that is a much more likely explanation and scenario for the constant smoke and fumes that are filling this corner. And then, of course, it goes over to my bed and I have to breathe it in. Again, I'm extremely sensitive to marijuana smoke. I'm extremely sensitive to any kinds of smoke. I'm the one who starts coughing and wheezing when this corner right here really fills up to levels that are so overwhelming, I actually have to leave the unit. And that happens pretty frequently. I should never have to deal with that, especially since there's a bathroom on the other side of this wall. It's not somebody's living space. It's not like they're sitting on the couch watching TV and smoking. Do they have the right to do that? Yes, but not sit in a bathroom against somebody's wall and fill their living space with smoke just to harass them. That's how you know you're dealing with a psycho and somebody who has some severe mental health issues and probably should not be housed in a building where their behavior is going to constantly affect the health and safety of other tenants. Greenville has refused to address this person's psychotic behavior. They know she still lives in this building. They're the ones who told me she continues to be housed in this building. Although Mr. Elisayev likes to stretch the truth frequently, anybody who has half a brain in their head can see that he likes to stretch things, and usually to cover himself, obviously. And he told me, well, she still lives in this building, but maybe we'll move her across the street to 191. Well, obviously that never happened. Or if they did, then she's frequently in this building anyway, because she's good at picking locks, and she's basically, an escape artist of some sort. I mean, she can pick locks, and she has demonstrated the ability to pick the lock to my door on at least 3 occasions between 2017 and 2019, when she physically unlocked this door when it was locked. So I was basically like sitting right here. Somebody unlocks my door from the outside. They open the door. They stand in the doorway and start singing loudly, pulls the tape off of the outside of the door frame and put it on the inside of the door frame. And this happened 3 times. So you know you're dealing with a nut job who obviously can pick locks, or maybe her friends in management who keep covering for her gave her a key. Who knows? That's a possibility too, right? So all I know is that she's very good at entering locked units. And so maybe she has, a hankering to hang out in her former unit where she lived for 10 years between 2013 and sometime in late 2022, which is almost 10 years, 9.5, right? Maybe she misses that spot that she sat in the bathroom of her unit and harassed me nonstop for the 9 years that she was officially housed in that unit. So again, I missed the total solar eclipse. Now I have to rewatch it. So right now I'm watching the NASA rebroadcast of today's eclipse because I missed it. I had big plans for today. And again, at 7:30 a.m., after reporting to the Greenville group that there were smoke and fumes coming from the bathroom behind this wall throughout the night, throughout the evening and night, and also that the water stank and was making me sick if I tried to use it for any kind of food or drinking, I passed out at 7 a.m. and was sick and could not get up until 4:30 now. It's not because I have some kind of health condition. I'm not obese. I don't have, epilepsy or diabetes. I'm not bipolar. I'm not schizophrenic. I don't have delusional disorder, you pathetic idiots. And I've explained that in multiple videos. Just because you see things that other people are not trained to see or too unobservant or stupid or uneducated to see doesn't mean that you're delusional. It means that you are trained to observe things that other people aren't. Yeah, it's called microphenomena. That's what scientists do, you pathetic morons. So I guess if I'm delusional, then so are all other scientists who observe and notice things that other people don't. So I guess looking at things under a microscope, it means that you're delusional because you're seeing things that other people can't. Yeah, these people are so stupid. They should just go jump off a cliff and do society a favor. Science is not delusion, but non-scientists might think so because they're stupid to understand how scientific thinking works and how the empirical process works. Anyway, now I have to rewatch the broadcast of today's solar eclipse because I missed it due to the overpowering smoke and fumes that was filling this entire living space last night from the bathroom of 78. And I made several videos about how I was going out to the hallway and there was no smoke or fumes in the hallway and it's not coming from below. So then you do the math. Where does it come from? Greenville keeps telling me it's not possible for the smoke to come from the bathroom of 78. That is the only possibility at this point. And they're just covering themselves and making up stories as they always do. Oh yeah, and to stay awake, I have to drink large quantities of coffee. So when I report that I was up part of the night last night trying to get this place in order so I could leave today and enjoy the eclipse, it's because I drink literally gallons of coffee to stay awake because of all the toxins and smoke and fumes in this environment that literally make me pass out for no reason. Even though I'm a healthy 51-year-old, I don't have cancer as far as I know. I don't have any kind of major medical condition. I have a history of sports injuries and concussions, but then so do half of the NFL players out there. And nobody thinks that they're crazy, although maybe some of them are. I don't know. They beat their girlfriends sometimes. So, other than that, I'm perfectly fine aside from my visual issues. I mean, that could be considered a health issue, but really it's more of like a logistical problem when you can't see. It's something that you have to work around. It's kind of like missing your big toe or something. Like you accidentally cut off your big toe. Now you have to learn to walk without a big toe. Not being able to see is kind of the same thing. Can I see shapes? Can I see the fact that there's two windows there? Yeah, I can't tell what color my curtains are right now because that's how visually disabled I am. I can't really see colors. I can't tell the difference between red, orange, pink, magenta. I can't tell the difference between purple, black, green, and blue. So, you know, and then I can't see letters unless they're giant and 2 inches from my face. But other than that, I'm in perfect health and I shouldn't be passing out at 7 a.m. for no reason when I had big plans for the day. And now I just missed a total solar eclipse. And I have to drink coffee to stay awake.